Hey guys, I'm RozaldVaneGAME, and welcome back to another episode of Firewatch. Last episode, we were kind of just searching for what's beyond the fence. We got an axe, I believe, a fire axe, from the controlled burn crew that left behind their axe. I don't know why they left. Why would you leave behind a fire axe? I guess maybe they might have said like, "Sorry, we had." I think they did leave a message, but they kind of apologized, I think, on that message. Maybe I might be wrong. But yeah, they left us a fire axe. We used it, broke open the fence, got through whatever the fence was, and then found some very high tech stuff. We found some sort of indicator thing that was following some sort of like device, I think, or some sort of like collar looking thing. And yeah, we found out that somebody has been spying on us a lot more than we thought we would. I thought he was actually legit looking for some sort of alien creature thing, but I don't know, maybe because I didn't detect the, or told Delilah about the howling thing, which I still regret not telling her about the howling sound. The direction went the direction probably stayed on us being like whatever it is. Yeah, the radio was off. Okay, so I need to go outside. Or pick up the device, I guess? Why do I still have this device? That's the weird part. Wave receiver? Question mark? Tracking device? Question mark? Sight device? Okay, well, I don't know. I don't even know what to expect here, because we were kind of at the last point. The last two story achievements that are hidden are literally not too far apart from where we're at in this particular day, but are they doing controlled burns still, or is that actually legit fire this time, I guess? Because I did expect that there would be some sort of actual fire of sorts. Oh, did I? Okay, no, it's here. Okay, I was kind of confused for a second. So this replaces our compass in a weird way, if anything, because it tells us the it sort of tells us the direction of the compass kind of thing, like a normal compass would. But at the same time, I'm just kind of confused. Oh, that's a leaf. We're moving closer to wherever this thing is. I'm not a big fan of this. I'm like detecting some sort of thing, and I'm like, You know what this reminds me of a little bit? This reminds me of Slenderman, the Arrival. I haven't played the game specifically, but I've seen the Let's Play of it, and I still remember the one scene where the main character goes through the fire and smoke just with a sort of indicator thing to find the Slenderman kind of thing. I don't know exactly what the story was, but it was kind of a weird experience when I saw it. I was just like, what is this game? Horror game is so different. Getting closer to whatever this is. I don't even know what it is. If my character dies and I don't get the other achievement, that'd be pissing me off. We're getting closer though. Oh. Gap in the bush. Wait, why did he back off? This is clear. And then I backed off. I pressed the clear button. What? Oh, there it is. That's weird. Why did the thing... What is this? Strange backpack. Oh no, we're gonna get knocked out and then get caught up with some weird crap.
Shit!
Oh!
What? Ah!
I also hear some other sounds now. I'm so confused. 452. Why did he leave? Why did that guy leave his
See, I found some sort of supply bag, light camping gear, some clothes, basics, but it was alarmed. I think that's what was making the receiver go haywire.
You're okay? It's not a trap or anything?
It might be.
Yeah, I'm fine. But there's also a set of keys here. I don't know why they'd be hidden out here. They say Shoshone National Forest, Cave 452. Is that the one in the canyon?
Yeah, it is. Who the hell took them?
And what the hell is in that cave?
Okay, let's just think.
Says the woman with a half a bottle of tequila in her belly.
True.
Maybe they're panicking and we're preparing to beat it. The fire has them spooked, and we have new walkie-talkies, so we have the upper hand.
Yeah, well, it's hard to feel like you have the upper hand when you're standing in the dark in the middle of the woods.
Oh. Well, you're back in your tower. Maybe you need a drink, too.
I'm not in my tower.
I am looking at a man standing in your lookout.
Oh.
And it's not you.
Uh-oh.
It is not me.
Oh my god, go.
Go
I'm
where?
going.
Go back to the lookout? Really? Are you kidding me? Ugh. I mean, I'm a little lost, but I will follow wherever. He's probably gonna burn up the lookout point. Or he probably saw the lookout. To the east, so this side. I think. He probably might be burning up our tower. Or trying to, rather. Well, this is the supply cache. What the heck? Why is my supply... Why is my supply cache, like, all the way opened? Oh, no, I hear the sound again. Okay, we're going this way, I believe. Yeah, I forget how I got down here, really. I actually forgot. This is my bad situation. I should have looked at the map then. Oh, gosh. I really am not sure anything anymore. I think this is the way. Oh. Oh, no, that was my wrong button again.
Hey, I got turned around. Is that person still there?
No, he's gone.
I'll call you when I get back.
Oh, no. What did he do? Did he try to look at our stuff, I guess? I think he tried to look at what we found out about the guy so far, but it seems like he probably doesn't know where we're at. But I think he's gonna burn down the lookout point. I wouldn't be surprised. I see a bit of red somewhere on the far side, but I'm doubting that there's anything to it. I don't see anything. Oh, maybe he's leaving behind something. Maybe that's what it is. He's trying to leave us a message of sorts. To make us aware that he's not happy about what we just did to his stuff.
I don't see anyone up here.
He was just there.
Left a cassette player taped to my damn door.
I don't even know what to say to that.
Well, let's see what's on it.
I'm guessing it's a message to us through vocals, maybe? Are we gonna listen to it? Oh. Oh.
The grass is dry as hell here. It would go up in a second.
Oh, is he trying to threaten us?
It's a tape of us talking down at the site. It sounds like it was recorded from somewhere nearby.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, and it sounds like we were the ones who burned it down and that it was your idea.
Oof.
No.
We are screwed.
No.
Dee, just don't freak out, okay? Don't freak out.
Oh my god, what the fuck is happening, Henry?
Oh god, she's freaking out. Achievement? I mean, that was the second to last chapter achievement. Or day achievement, I guess. Yeah, she said it.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
I hear a reply. What's wrong?
What's wrong?
Burn the place down,
Someone
achievement
claiming
unlocked.
to be Henry in Two Forks called a lookout in another sector early this morning and said that I knew what caused the Wapiti Meadow fire.
Oh no.
So I just got off the horn with that lookout who's wondering what I know, or that I'm an arsonist, or that I'm fucking losing it. Furthermore, I bet you don't have the only tape of us from last night,
No.
so someone has evidence to back it up. We need to find out what someone's been keeping in that cave.
I'm going down there now.
We don't have a lot of time left out here, and if we don't find some fucking answers, when they lift us out of here, it's gonna be in handcuffs.
We just stick together? I guess that's fine.
It's fine. What was I going back to anyway?
Henry, you're going back to whatever you choose. Come on, this is serious.
I am serious. Look, we just tell the truth and the chips will land where they land.
Yeah.
Yeah, suppose you're right.
I know.
I mean, we can't really say anything more than what we already know. I think that's the hard part, is not knowing if there's anything beyond what we know. Like, that's the hard part. Oh, there's a cassette tape. Can we listen to it? I mean, let me put it back, I guess. Oof. Cassette tape pickup. I like how the cassette tape's on the floor and he still is able to pick it up without crouching. What does it say? Tape. Do other copies exist? What else did they record? Okay. I'm pretty sure they recorded a whole lot more, I think. So we'll have to assume things here and there for now. Alright, let's keep moving. I mean, the let the place burn down was the achievement, I think it said. Burn the place down, I think it said. On quotes, of course. Flapjack fire. I'm finding this hard to believe that is actually a controlled fire now, because that's starting to look less like controlled fire and more like it's actually legit on fire and we don't know it. But what is gonna be his what is the goal here, you know? Where's the cave we need to look for? The canyon cave? What's the cave? That's the campfire smoke. That's scout camp we already went to. What cave are we going? The supply drop is already done. The PD station. What cave are we going? You mean that cave right there? Cave 452? Oh yeah, because we do have the key now. But that's not how we exit the map. We do have the key now, so that's why they're probably gonna make us go through that cave for once. Oh man, this is kind of an interesting twist of things, but I mean, it might still mark me as an accomplice, but at the end of the day, I feel like people who start fires are the ones who technically gets more blame and more of a punishable crime kind of thing. Like, they're more considered as the criminal in this situation. Why is it blocked off? Like, there's a lot of fallen trees now. I've just noticed there's more and more fallen trees, and a lot of the places I'm going to are like dead-end roads in a weird way now. This is kind of weird. Am I supposed to cut these trees down, maybe? Let me see. I'm starting to realize these roads are like being put down with a bunch of these fallen trees, which is a bad thing, because it means that that's more fuel for the fire, essentially. This is like huge fuels for the fire that they're not being removed. So I have a bad feeling that somebody's going to start multiple fires. Probably the guy who's been tracking us for some dumb reason. I think I'm supposed to go the other way. I went the wrong way, I guess. Let's go back to the lookout point tower and then get around here, I guess. Alright, let's go this way. I think it was supposed to be behind here, because the back roads of the tower was actually a good spot. Oh, jeez, I got turned around. How did I get turned around? What the frick was that? The camera's moving aggressively sometimes when it's not near an animation point. So weird. Also, there's one more achievement I think we still missed, besides the raccoon one, where we had to find a tape and play that tape. It's a song of, like, some sort of song of the thing we saw previously. I think it was, like, yeah, Old Shoshone, I think it was. Yeah, it was an Old Shoshone song that is on a tape, I believe, and we had to find that tape, but I don't know where to find it. And then we play it on the tape player or tape recorder or whatever it is. Okay, we need to go down further again.
Hey, you didn't actually make that call, right? To the other lookout? It just stuck in my craw. I let myself imagine how fucked I would be if you'd been lying to me.
Why would I lie to you?
Now that I asked, I kind of just wish I hadn't.
I couldn't even if I wanted to. Yeah, that's true.
I don't even know how to call anyone other than you. And please, rest assured, I would have found someone with a better sense of humor a long time ago.
Okay. Thanks.
It's kind of strange, though, that... I mean, it might be somebody who really has an out on Delilah, maybe? Like, it makes sense if somebody actually dislikes Delilah a lot. Like, they didn't like Delilah, or they are obsessed with Delilah. but want to see her fall, maybe? I don't know. Like, it could be the fact that she did say that people who were working this position job were strange people, or people who just had a problem mentally, psychologically or mentally, and they needed something from this. And maybe they ended up liking Delilah so much that they just got too toxic, too truly toxic about everything and anything. And that resulted in their sort of downfall, or resulted in that sort of, like, mental state of mind where they just want to ruin her life rather than actually do anything about it. She did say she lost the key a long time ago, but how the hell did they find their way to getting the key? Should I? No, you know what? I don't think I can close the door. I would close the door behind me just to see if somebody would walk in, because it makes me more paranoid, but knew it.
What the hell?
I knew it.
Delilah, someone locked me in the cave.
Oof.
Is this thing working?
No.
Delilah, send someone to the cave, please!
That's a big
damn reception.
Yeah, nobody can reach us from there. He's just shouting out into the void for nothing. Yeah, I kind of had a feeling.
This is a big cave.
Kind of had a feeling that that was going to happen. I was like, dude, I would close this gate, but then I realized, oh, I see, he wouldn't use the gate, close the gate because it locks us in. Maybe there was an avalanche at one point, maybe? Ooh. So there's a squeeze through. Can we drop down? No, we can't. Okay. I do see a gash. That gash looks very gnarly. I don't know why these people are so adamant about ruining my life. I'm just kidding, no, not ruining my life, but getting in my way in life. Like, I don't get it. Like, what's in it to ruin for Henry? Like, why Henry? Why specifically him? Did he do something wrong? Is it because he's quote unquote cheating on his wife?
Freezing in here.
Cheating on his wife or something like that? I don't know. I'm just confused. Because I did make the decision to make Henry kind of accompany Delilah in a slight romantic way, slightly.
Is anybody down there?
I think the teenagers were in here. That's probably what happened. I don't think the teenagers are dead down here, but they're probably, like, in here trying to survive as long as they can. Maybe one of them is dead now, but the other one's still alive, barely. That shoe is looking kinda fresh. Like, it kinda like the shoe was, like, recently there. Gosh, why am I... okay, there we go. Can't even drop down properly because it's such tight spots. There's greeneries. What? What's going on here? What? There's a exit out of this cave? Where does this take us? Where are we now? What part of the park are we in? Oh, we're in another area from... Oh, that was hidden away. Ah, okay. Alright, let's drop down, I guess. I can't really go down anyways.
Hey, are you there?
Yeah, what is it? What did you find?
Nothing yet, because someone tried to trap me in there.
You saw someone?
No.
No, someone slammed the gate behind me and then ran away. I found another way out, but if I hadn't, Jesus!
So you didn't find anything?
No, there's a spot where someone had sunk an anchor, but the hardware's gone now.
I don't have any climbing equipment.
I just have my ropes. I'm gonna hike back to Two Forks and see if I can find anything that could double as an anchor to use in the spot.
Well, that doesn't sound dangerous.
Is this some sort of swamp? This looks like a very weird swamp. I want to see what's over here first. I do need a thumbnail, though, soon. Nah, this is not good enough for a thumbnail. There's nothing going on in it. It's a good background, but it's not a thumbnail-worthy picture for sure if I wanted to take a shot for that. Alright, let's keep moving. We're good on time for now. We haven't bursted overtime yet. I don't know how much more we got of the game, because we only got one more story achievement for the game left. not that I want to keep focusing on it. I'm just only making sure that I can have time to talk about my thinkings.
Delilah, I just found an outcropping that someone was using as a little fort. I think it was Brian Goodwin.
Really?
Yeah, he built himself a real castle. He was in the middle of really sprucing up the joint when they left. Hey, remember that pack I found?
Back on your second day? Yeah.
I found a plan Brian drew about how he was going to get it back.
Oh, I'm sure it was quite elaborate.
It's some Wile E. Coyote stuff, I'll tell you that much.
I want to read it. Backpack retrieval plan Mark IV. Okay, I'll keep it, I guess, for... I'm guessing it ends up being a record, right? Man, this is such a weird... Yeah, it is, okay.
Brian was doing a science fair project about bouncing radio waves off of a meteor shower.
What?
Poor kid left his homework?
Yeah.
How?
He must have been pretty smart, huh?
Yeah, sharper than a lot of the grown-up knuckleheads I'm used to, yeah.
Okay.
What, you're saying I'm one of those knuckleheads, is that it?
I wasn't, but, now that I think about it...
Because I know lots of stuff.
Oh, please, drown me in your surplus of knowledge.
Damn it.
I've been waiting all these years for a man as wise as you to take this job.
Well, that wait's over, sweetheart.
Call me sweetheart again, and you'll use that big sexy brain of yours to fill out your unemployment paperwork.
Thanks a lot.
Sorry, boss.
I like how she's starting to, like, just say no kind of thing. Brian Goodwin, Hamilton Science Fair, rough draft, Miss McNamara. McNamara. God, that name is... I know I've known a teacher who is kind of similar, but it's not that exact. McNamara. But that is such a name. It's like a fusion of a Western name and a Japanese name. It's just so weird to me. But it's historically wrapped around the World War II's sort of time period, which is interesting. 6th grade, April 4th, 1986, talking meteors. How ham radio waves can use meteors to talk to people far away. What if I told you that you could use meteors in our atmosphere to talk to people far away? You would probably think I am a liar, but you would be wrong. Meteors, the alien rocks that come to our planets from outer space, can be used to bounce ham radio waves off and let you use your radio much better than normal. Right now you are thinking, okay, Brian, this sounds like a movie, like Flight of the Navigator. It's not real, but you are wrong. It is real. It is science. It is possible because meteor scatter communications. My science fair project proves that meteor scatter communication is real. But what it is, MSC in a radio propagation mode that utilizes and ionizes trails of meteors within our atmosphere. Meteors upon their atmosphere entry can create a dense path of ionized particles that the ham radio could use to establish brief communication paths between operators up to 1,500 miles away. It's pretty cool. Sorry, I'm messing up the reading. I'm just reading as fast as I can. Usually when I read, I don't speak aloud. I usually read in my head. I just read way faster when I'm reading quietly because I just like, it's like a scanning. Like my phone just, it's like me using my phone to scan the text into my head kind of thing when I read silently versus me speaking aloud, because it just means that how to read aloud, I guess. I am going to test this by having a small chat with my dad, made in the army, who lives in Albuquerque, New Mexico, 1,000 miles away from home. We are going to talk at a regular time, but my hypothesis is that they won't work, and we'll be waiting for a meteor shower so we can establish communication. Alright. That's pretty sick. No, I didn't mean to... Okay, there we go.
I found an old school folder. Brian was a hell of a doodler. It's a little weird that he'd just leave so much of his stuff out here.
Well, maybe they were in a hurry when they left. Like I said, he wasn't supposed to be out here.
Yeah.
They almost got busted.
What?
Brian liked to go out on the railing of the tower and wave at the planes that dumped water on fires, and...
Oh.
I got a call because someone thought a kid was up in Two Forks.
Oh.
I lied, and just said it was Ned. If I ratted him out, they would have been forced to leave, and... I don't know, I guess I just felt like I was saving him from whatever shitty life Ned was gonna bring him back to.
Oof.
Not that it ended up mattering.
I wonder what happened to this kid. A folder that once held school papers and reports, presumably defaced by Brian Goodwin. I'm wondering what happened to the kid, though, because it didn't really specify, like, something happened with the kid, I guess.
He made the place pretty comfy, too.
That's an achievement.
Yeah, at the expense of what are probably stolen pillows.
That little shit.
Oh, there's another thing under this book, I think.
Bunch of rocks stacked up. He made a wall and a perimeter.
God. Yeah, that's perfect.
You know, maybe he made it because he was afraid of them.
Whenever I think of Brian possibly going through this crap, I get sick to my stomach.
Yeah. Sorry.
So, I'm wondering what Ned and Brian, like, what happened to them? Because I don't feel like we really got the full story, maybe? Or maybe I missed the full story, besides them being the same people who worked at the same camp area I was at.
He'd hide out here to read comics. The black band, his grief is his enemy's sorrow. Everyone this guy loves gets killed, so he honors them with a black armband, which gives him superpowers.
What?
Well, that's fucking dark.
Alright, well, I'm done with everything it seems like that I could examine in this area. The comic book literally disappeared, I guess. Because I kept throwing it around, so I don't know. Alright, let's keep moving, I guess. I don't really have anything more to say or do here. I'm very fascinated with how... Can I jump down? It doesn't look like they want me to drop down. What is this? Cracked rock possibly used by climbers. What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to get a gear? God, that camera was that was a crazy camera. Oh, there's another thing under this. Oh wow, there's more things.
He also stole his dad's climbing equipment, his anchors.
That's convenient.
Yeah, it is. I think he was gonna hide them in a cash box or something and never got around to it. I mean, he left a note for a ranger to find them and send them back to him in Nebraska.
Because he hated climbing?
Yeah, it sounds like Ned was pushing him, and pretending to lose his anchors was the easiest way to put a stop to it.
I hope it worked. God, what an asshole.
Yeah. Man, that is the sort of thing that would have caused me to catch a beating growing up.
Oof.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't put it past old Ned.
Actually, I should have used this as the thumbnail, but... Alright, let me read this first. Dear Ranger, my name is Brian Goodwin. If you caught this note, there should be a bunch of climbing anchors, I hope. Could do you a favor, and please return them to me, Brian Goodwin, in the mail. My address is so-and-so in Nebraska. If you tell me your name and your address, I give you a reward for this. You're probably wondering why I left these here. Well, they are my dad's, and I don't know or want them to lose them, but I don't want to do any more climbing on this trip, so I decided I thought I should promise to lose them, but if you help me get them back, everyone will be happy. Thank you for your time. The reward will be good. Okay, I guess. Reward speed rewards. I mean, imagine Ned coming back just to F with us. That would be so weird. Alright. Let me get thumbnail first, though. Because I really realized I'd rather have a thumbnail here. It'll be a little bit challenging because there's not much activities going on. Okay, so that'll be my weird thumbnail that I have this time.
There's a ham radio schematic here, something Brian was working on.
Yeah, I think that was the one thing Ned did do with him. You know, tinkering on stuff like that.
Makes it kind of suspicious. Ham radio planned by Brian Ned Goodwin. Yeah, okay. It's kind of suspicious, though, honestly. There we go.
There's some grade A dork contraband here.
You found his pocket...
Wait. Player Brian, character Gladius Silva, chaotic good race, half-elf ranger, level 4, 29 years old, huh, 5'8", rugged, black eyes, unintelligent nerd stuff.
Protector?
I found a data sheet for one Gladius Silva, half-elf, armor 7.
Classic wizards and wyverns.
Okay. I see a postcard here, too.
There's also a postcard here from Brian to, I guess, his neighbor.
What?
What's it say?
That he's with his dad and sorry he can't mow his lawn this summer.
Oh,
Of course.
And also, he was worried his dad didn't know when school started.
Oof.
I'd say that's a lucky break if I were him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Ned didn't really seem like a, with it dad.
Kind of sucks. Dear Mr. Zackler, I'm with my dad in Landor, Wyoming. It's pretty neat. Dad fished the spot in Sinks Canyon. Most of Wyoming looks like a home in Nebraska, but then there are mountains and woods when you go far. I'm sorry I can't mow your lawn this summer, but I hope you find a good person to do it instead. Can you write me back and tell my dad when school starts, because I don't think he knows. Your friends and neighbor. Huh. A lot of interesting, like, narrative storytelling stuff. I actually appreciate the sort of world we get to see through the documents and stuff like that. That is a weird sound effect, but hey, can't argue for a good sound effect. If it's meant to be that way, I guess.
Nope.
I'm still questioning who the heck would, like, screw with us this badly.
What do you think is in there?
There is something in there.
There's got to be something. Why else try to kill me? I don't know, really. I mean, we got to find out. What do you think?
Whatever it is, they don't want you telling anyone about.
I mean, they closed the door when they could have just...
Bashed your head in with a rock or chopped you up with a...
Are you serious with this shit right now?
a hatchet. God, are you sure you want to go back in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, especially now that I'm thinking about all the fun ways to be killed.
I'm sorry. Look, at least whoever locked you in doesn't know you've gotten out. Hopefully you find whatever they're hiding in there, and it'll be worth the risk.
I don't know. But at the same time, I do want to know the truth. I still want to know the truth more than ever. Where are we at in the map? Where are we? I just feel like we're just kind of going around and around. Alright, we're gonna go back to the cave, I'm assuming. Yeah, it says go back to the cave. We still have the key, right? So that means we can still go back in, which is even funnier in my mind. I'm like, we have the key, but do we really want to go back in there? Might as well.
Also, those girls turned up.
Oh?
Looks like you didn't kill them.
Good.
Nobody did. They took some farmer's tractor for a joyride down in Riverton and,
got in
landed
trouble.
in jail.
Yep. Good.
I wonder if they know anything. If there's some way to ask them about whatever happened at their camp.
I think we'd be smart to let sleeping dogs lie.
Yeah.
You're probably right.
I mean, honestly, they would probably just think that we were the ones who caused the trouble, but in reality, we didn't cause any trouble. It's just, that's what it is, I guess. I'm pretty sure it was probably the other guy, but I'm glad the teenagers are alive. God dang it. Spooked me for nothing. You know, those teenagers spooked me for nothing. This looks kind of highly suspicious plant. I'm really not sure if I'm going the right direction, which bothers me a little bit. I know the trail's here, but sometimes it's a weird misdirection of sorts. Who knows? I hear rustling. I'm not happy with that. When I hear rustling, I'm just like, might be a guy or someone waiting to attack me. Oh, wait. Right, we have the little thing that Brian gave us, so we could probably climb down the little area here. So if we go through this again, right, and it closes on its own, that means that it probably has its own mechanisms that just close automatically based on how it works, I guess. Oh, that's intriguing. They didn't really close it this time. That is so weird to me. Yeah, because I remember there was a thing here, so... But they're gonna cut the rope, isn't it? And trap us down here? I would not be surprised if they would trap us down here with the rope being cut off. This is why I would close the door at that point. Because there's only one key for this, right? One key to get down or get into this place. Maybe that's the point, is to trap us down here. For whatever reason. Oh, wait. Don't tell me Brian's down here. No, please. Don't be the kid down here. The kid did nothing wrong, man. Maybe Ned thought that his kid was an enemy or something like that and just left him down here for whatever reason. That'd be so sad to hear or think about. Because we did see a shoe earlier. I'm just thinking of the worst. I don't want to, but it's like, goodness gracious, dude. This game isn't making it any better for me because I don't know what to expect, and I don't like it. That we have to find out some sort of mystery behind who's doing what and why there are things happening and stuff. It's not great. Man, there's a lot of climbing down. It's a lot of climbing down. Okay, we're over time on the timing of this, but I really want to know the truth. I just want to keep moving a little bit. No. Oh no. Did Brian actually die down here?
Ah, shit.
Oh no, I'm getting goosebumps.
Are you... Oh, God.
Is this Brian? It's Brian.
Brian Goodwin.
No, I knew it. I was like, there's something stupid that's going wrong here. What do you mean step over? Oh, come on.
You fell. Your stuff gave out. Oh, you poor fucking kid.
And his head got smashed by the rocks. Wait, did the father knew this? So that means the father never left the park, did he? Oh no, the father probably never left. Why didn't he call it in? God. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to end it here now because I think this is a shocking moment, dude. Climb out of the cave and report the body. Flip. Okay, I'm gonna do. Let me wait till the objective goes away. Objective, can you go away? Okay, there we go. I wanna not do a thumbnail for this episode, but for the next episode, I guess I wanna just do it for this one here. Sorry, I'm gonna have to try to angle this properly. Okay, this will be for the next episode, but we're gonna unfortunately call it. So I'll probably remember it by seeing my save point here that we've discovered Brian Goodwin's body. Wow, this is tragic. I mean, I kind of called it before it happened because it was kind of leading me in that direction in my head because I was like, bro, this kid did... I didn't really hear the results of what happened because I'd never heard if Ned or Brian disappeared from the park and like just literally disappear, or they just said that they left and they didn't give a note to Delilah that they were quitting or whatever. So there is a high possibility that Ned blamed Delilah probably for the death of Brian. Maybe that's what happened. That is very sad, and that is very... I don't know what to say. It really sucks to see that Brian was, innocent in all this, but he just... Ah, man. Like, I read all the documents. It's so sad because we get to know him as a kid. A person kid. And then suddenly we're seeing the results of what happens to him. It's just... I think this kind of storytelling is really powerful, I think. It's because you don't know the person until you see the results of where they're ended up on. That you realize, shoot, we just know a piece of him and that's all we get. And we don't get any further than that because he's already gone. It's just so disheartening. And I think it's just, wow, okay. Oh, alright, well, that's it for this episode. I mean, next episode will be our last one, I think, for Firewatch. Whatever leftover achievements I get left, I'll probably do on my own, I think. But otherwise, I think that this is pretty disheartening, to say the least. But we're probably going to go into the next episode being the last one because there's not much more to the mystery beyond Ned probably attacking us or blaming us for his son's death. And that's probably why Delilah is being targeted, because he thinks that Delilah was the cause of all of it. But in reality, I bet anything that Brian did this to himself, or Ned, his father, kept pushing him to climb to a point where they accidentally climb in the wrong place and then, like, suffered that sort of tragic fall into the void, into the bottom of the area. Which I'm surprised is the father never even bothered to, like, find him and thought that the shoe was, like, something... I don't know. I don't really... I'm just, like, there's so many questions, but there's no answers yet. So we'll probably have to figure that out in the next episode. So let's see what happens next episode. Again, there will be the thumbnail that will be this one for the next episode. So that'll be, like, sort of ending kind of thing. So maybe. We'll see. Other than that, that's it for this episode. And rest in peace, Brian Goodwin. We barely got to know you. Alright. Roz, out.